Your weekend is upon us. I'm George the Weather Dad, and I'm going to give you what you can expect this weekend and on into next week. But first, I want to explain that what you're going to see is kind of an active weather pattern. This is springtime. And so we're going to see systems coming in, giving us some rain, and it's going to drop our temperatures down below normal. Normal right now is in the mild range, in the mid to low to mid 70s right now in the Ohio Valley, a little cooler to the north and a little warmer down to the south. So now don't panic when you see temperatures dropping below normal, because that's just going to put us into the 60s. And when it comes to our sensitive plants that are out there, and maybe you've put your plants already in the garden, and of course we have Mother's Day coming up this weekend, which is normally a good time to put your plants in the garden because that's frost-free date for the most part right here in the Ohio Valley. So again, when you see temperatures below normal, don't panic at this point, because anything freezing I don't think is coming our way. Yes, it's going to be chilly at times, but overall it's not going to be too bad. Specifically, now let's talk about your Friday, and we are going to see temperatures about normal. Yellow is normal, a little bit warmer when you see the redder shades of color, and when you get up to the greens and blues, well, that's just some cold there. But overall, right here in the Midwest, not too bad, pretty close to normal, maybe even slightly above normal right here in the Ohio Valley for your Friday. On Saturday, warmer temperatures work their way in, and when we get the sun out, that's really going to warm temperatures up nicely, because keep in mind, we're only about a month and a half away from the first day of summer, so we have a very intense sun out there. So when the sun pops out, temperatures warm up nicely right here in the Ohio Valley and Midwest. On Sunday, we have a system coming in. You can see very warm down into the Tennessee Valley, a little bit cooler up here, but again, this cool air doesn't mean it's going to be really, really cold at this point, but you can see very warm down towards the southeast on Sunday. The middle of next week, not too bad. Again, we're going to have these systems coming in, so temperatures are going to be warm, they're going to be a little cooler, they're going to warm and get a little cooler. By the middle of next week, with that high pressure system sitting overhead, we'll be a little bit cooler. By next weekend is where I think things are going to really start working in our favor as far as weather's concerned. It's going to be warming up, and when you see the precipitation, it's going to be dry. So I think next weekend is going to be pretty nice. A week from this weekend, that is. Precipitation wise, here on Friday as the next system comes in, there could be some showers around. There's going to be a lot of activity. This is where, in this corridor, where a lot of activity is going to be occurring, possibly even some severe weather. Here in the Ohio Valley, we're going to have some rain here and there, but I don't see anything severe moving its way in. On Saturday, a couple of showers around, but nothing all that bad. I think it's mainly going to be in the morning and mainly south of the Ohio Valley. I think Saturday, for the most part, is going to be fine. But as I said, this is where the activity is going to be occurring. This is Saturday. See how it kind of blows up. But this is good news. They need the rain down in the southeast, and they are going to get some. On Sunday, again, maybe a few light showers. I think this model may be overdoing it a bit. I think we're going to be better off on the weekend, but you can see all the activities, unsettled weather down into the southeast. By the middle of next week, not too bad. Again, another system coming in, but as you notice, there's no real oranges as far as precipitation is concerned here in the Ohio Valley. So I'm not anticipating any real severe weather over the next week or so here. And then by next weekend, remember the temperatures were warming up? Well, this is part of it. It's going to be drying out across the Ohio Valley, a little activity down along the southeast. So looks like next weekend may be pretty nice. So here's your takeaway. Yes, we're going to see some showers now and then, but temperature-wise, it's going to be pretty nice over the next week or so. So get out and start planting your gardens and putting those sensitive plants out. I'm George, the Weather Dad. Okay. Let's turn this thing off and listen.